you crying?
Oh, I know. You have got no food to eat due to the shortage of milk formula. Your mom has entered a milk war against those mainland parents and parallel traders. Yet they are scrambling not for power, but powder.
But don't worry. Dr. Ko Wen-man, the Secretary for Food and Health, has announced a series of measures to cope with the problem. The Import and Export Ordinance is amended to restrict the number of milk powder travelers can carry per travel. This makes the parallel trade business more expensive to be operated. Similar policies are also implemented in the UK and Germany. Isn't it an effective solution? Well, it seems not. As long as there is still huge demand in China, milk powder will still be exported. Government's intervention in economic activities is not only contrary to Hong Kong's free trade policy, but is also detrimental to our economy. Instead of restrictions, requiring milk formula manufacturers to provide a minimum number of milk formula per week in order to guarantee supply should be another way to go. The general manager of Friesland Campina also admitted that there are sufficient stocks in their stockhouse. There is never a shortage problem. A reliable supply of milk formula can never be attained without proper cooperation, communication, and coordination among different suppliers and, of course, our government. Another way to suppress the escalating demand for infant formula is that the Department of Health should encourage the use of less sought-after milk powder brands and substitutes through propaganda. In fact, the so-called shortage problem only exists for a few brands with good reputation. Other brands are always with ample supply. Parents are misled by those exaggerated advertisements, believing that certain components are essential to children's growth and can only be found on those particular brands. However, as clarified by the World Health Organization, the production of all brands of infant formula contains more or less the same composition of ingredients. Also, the health and nutrition value of breastfeeding exceeds greatly than that of the use of infant formula. Therefore, our Department of Health should widespread this message to correct parents' misperception in order to alleviate the excess demand for milk formula. Partly can the restrictions law be implemented forever, so we have to work on both supply and demand sides to achieve an equilibrium satisfying both manufacturers and buyers in